Hello everybody and welcome to day 7 of the 2-week yoga challenge. My name is Freya and I'm going to be guiding you through this practice today. Whenever you're ready, find yourself a comfortable seat, roll the shoulders back and down, and then release your hands on your lap, turn your palms to face up, and gently close down the eyes. Start to bring the breath into the belly, breathing deeply in through the nose only. Feeling the chest, the ribs, the belly expand as you inhale. And exhale, perhaps let a sigh out through the mouth. Beginning this practice with a positive intention. Just calling to mind anything that serves you today that's going to carry you through your practice. And then when you're ready, draw your hands through heart center, press your palms together. Take a moment just to breathe deeply here and then interlace the fingers and press the palms away from you, stretching out the shoulders. Keep the fingers pressing out as you lift up the arms and gently start to reach the hands towards the ceiling, palms pressing away from you, stretching out through the waist. Float over into the twist, taking the left hand to the right thigh and twisting over to the right side. Inhale, sweep the arms up, press those palms away, interlacing the fingers and twist over to the other side. So just mobilizing the spine here. Gently make your way back to the center, roll onto all fours, touch the big toes together, and we're going to come into an extended child's pose, sitting the hips back on the heels, reaching the arms forward. With your next inhale, we're going to start to tiptoe the hands over to the left side, coming into a side bend. Take the right hand on top of the left, and just continue to breathe. The hips are still sinking down towards the heels and you should be feeling a lovely stretch in the side body. Tiptoe yourself back to the center. Pause for a moment, coming high up onto the fingertips. And then drop the hands down and gently tiptoe yourself over to the right side. Again, you can take the left hand this time on top of the right. And you should be really feeling that stretch on the left side of the body. Bring yourself back to the center, come high up onto the fingertips. And then gently and slowly press the hands back down onto the mat and we'll make our way up into a tabletop position. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Start to rock and roll the body in any way that feels good. Rolling out the shoulders, rolling the hips, and just releasing any tension that you might be feeling in the back. Keep breathing and just moving with your own breath. Maybe close the eyes, just tune into the body. When you're ready, start to roll the other side, rolling in the other direction. And as you move and rock and roll the spine, just notice any tension that you might be holding on to. Start to breathe into those areas. And then we're going to come down into melting heart pose, reaching the arms forward, sit bones come high, chest comes down towards the mat. So I really love to start the pose or the class in this pose because it's just a beautiful way to open up the front of the body and get yourself ready for some beautiful and energizing flows that are coming up very, very soon. Keep the breath in the belly, breathing through the nose only. And then tiptoe yourself back up to the center. Take the knees again underneath the hips, press the feet into the mat and tuck the toes, roll the spine back into downward facing dog. Keep the legs straight, sending the heels down towards the mat, pressing into the hands and expanding the shoulders. Keep breathing. Take an inhale and fold into a plank. Keeping the hips high, pressing into the hands. Exhale, fold back to downward facing dog. We're going to flow here. Inhale, back to plank, really rolling through the spine as you roll the body into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. And again, inhale to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, back to plank. You can always drop the knees if you need to. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then take the weight onto the left foot, reach up the right leg, and then bend the right knee and start to open the hip. Looking underneath that left armpit, and really opening up the hip, expanding the chest as you breathe. Inhale, straighten up that right leg, And then exhale, bend the knee to the chest, and we're going to lightly step that foot in between the hands and drop the left knee, coming into a low lunge. Take your time coming up onto your fingertips, and then gently start to reach up the arms, sweeping the arms up, sinking into the hips. Keep breathing in through the nose. And then exhale, press the hands through heart center. Take the left hand to the inside of the right foot and reach up the right arm, coming into a gentle twist. Keep expanding the breath as you breathe in through the nose, expanding the chest, and then press the hands back down onto the mat. Untuck that back foot and step both feet to the top of the mat, folding over the legs. Inhale, let the body hang, and then slowly and gently peel yourself up. Roll the shoulders back and down. Beautiful. Step yourself to the top of the mat. Bring the hands to Tadasana, palms facing forwards. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up, press the palms together. Exhale, fold through heart center, back straight as long as possible. Inhale, take a halfway lift, back straight, neck long. Exhale, plant the hands and just step into a plank. For this first round, we're just going to drop the knees, take the elbows into the side body, and then peel the body up into a low cobra. Exhale, bend down, bend the knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Full breath in downward facing dog, in through the nose. Let it out with a big sigh through the mouth. And we're going to get ready to come into the other side. So when you're ready, taking the weight onto the right foot, inhale, reach up the left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee and start to open up that hip, while at the same time keeping the hands connected to the mat. Look underneath the right armpit and keep breathing. Inhale, start to straighten up that left leg, and then exhale, draw the knee to the chest and lightly step the foot through, coming into a low lunge, dropping that back knee, fingertips on the mat. Keep the chest forwards, sink deeply in the hips. When you're ready, we're going to start to sweep into that twist this time. Right hand to the inside of the foot, left hand reaches up. Keep breathing in the belly, and then float yourself back down, untuck that back foot, and then step both feet to the top of the mat. Body hangs heavy over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and inhale, sweep up all the way. Exhale, fold through heart center, arms by your side, Tadasana. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep up the arms. Exhale, fold through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift, back straight, neck long. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back into plank, float through a chaturanga or bend the knees. Inhale to an upward facing dog or a cobra. Exhale, bend the knees or roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, come high up onto the toes, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Press the hands through heart center, arms by your side, Tadasana. We've got 3 more rounds of sun salutation. Inhale, sweep up the arms. Exhale, fold through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift, back straight, neck long. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back, float through a chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, fold over the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, come high up onto the toes, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up all the way, press the palms together. Hands float through heart center, arms by your side, Tadasana. Keep flowing. Inhale. Exhale, fold through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back, float through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come high up onto the toes, bend the knees, look forward, step, hop or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Press the palms through heart center, arms by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, sweep up the arms. Exhale, fold through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift, back straight, neck long. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back into plank, float through a chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, come high up onto the toes, bend the knees, look forwards, step or jump forwards. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Press the palms through heart center, Arms by your side in Tadasana. Beautiful, keep flowing. Inhale. Exhale, fold the hands through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back. Float through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes. Downward facing dog. Start to paddle out the feet and just stay here in downward facing dog and take the weight onto the left foot. Inhale, sweep up the right leg. And then exhale again, we're going to bend the right knee and open up that right hip. Flipping the dog and coming into a wild thing if it's in your practice, otherwise just staying in this hip opener. If you're in wild thing, reaching up that right arm, pressing into the right foot, and then start to bring yourself back into three-legged dog. And then come through a three-legged chaturanga or just a regular chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. We're going to come into the other side. Take the weight onto the right foot. Inhale, reach up the left leg and bend the left knee. Start to open up that left hip, looking underneath the right armpit. Again, stay here. If it's in your practice, start to flip the dog, coming into wild thing. If you're in wild thing, the left arm is reaching up and the hips are high. One more breath. And then send yourself back into three-legged dog. Take a moment to find your balance and then float through a three-legged chaturanga or a regular chaturanga depending on how you're feeling today. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, fold over the toes, downward facing dog. Take that weight onto the left foot. Inhale, sweep up the right leg. Exhale, bend the knee to the chest and step that right foot in between the hands. Inhale, come into high lunge. Coming high up onto the back foot, sinking into the hips. Keep the breath in the belly. Just a few more deep belly breaths here. Draw the hands through heart center and press the left hand to the inside of the right foot. Reach up the right arm, coming into a twist. We're going to start to mobilize the shoulder here, rolling the arm with the inhale and rolling again with the exhale. So just really mobilizing and opening up the shoulder as you stay in that twist. You can always drop the back knee if you need to. And again, just be really mindful you shouldn't be feeling any pulling or pinching sensations in the knees. Drop the hands back down to the mat, and then we're going to come into standing splits. So keeping the hands on the mat, lifting up that left leg. If you can, start to draw the body to that standing leg. Start to find your balance here, and then we're going to float up into a warrior three. So draw the hands together at heart center, keep the leg high, and start to bring the body up to the same level as the leg. So the leg and the body should be at the same level. Maybe if you can find your balance, reach your arms forwards, coming into a full warrior three. Keep breathing here. And then slowly and gently start to bring that foot just to the base of the ankle. Will come into a tree. Take your time, find your balance, and reach the arms up long. Keep breathing deeply in through the nose. And then when you're ready, press your palms together. We're going to come back through warrior three. Bring the knee slowly and gently and extend that back foot all the way out to warrior three, keeping the palms pressed to the heart center. Step back into a high lunge, reach up the arms, and then we're going to open up into a twist over that right leg. Keep breathing, keep the hips low. Again, that back heel is lifted. And then sweep up the arms. Exhale, fold over that front leg. Stepping back into a plank and coming through a three-legged chaturanga or a regular chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, roll over the toes. Downward facing dog. Full breath here in downward facing dog. And then we'll take the other side. So we're going to take the weight into the right foot. Inhale, reach up the left leg. Exhale, bend the knee and sweep that foot in between the hands, reaching up into a high lunge. Again, stay here. Keep the breath in the belly. Breathing deeply, sending the energy out through that back heel. Drawing the hands together at heart center. Press through heart center and then press that right hand to the inside of the left foot, coming into a twist. Again, we've got that beautiful shoulder mobilizer here. You can always drop that back knee if you need to. Otherwise, we're just sweeping and opening that arm out, releasing any tension that we might be holding in the shoulders. Keep that right hand planted on the mat. Keep the breath in the belly. Last one, and then step your hands onto the mat, and then we'll come up into half split. So just take your time to get here. Keep breathing in the belly. And then when you're ready, we're going to slowly start to make our way up into a warrior 3. Lifting the palms together at heart center, reaching that leg up, and at the same time lifting up the body. Maybe stay here, or if you feel like you want to test your balance, you can start to reach the arms forwards. Kicking out through the heel of that back foot, keeping a slight bend in the knees, start to draw that foot into tree pose. So again, just take it low to the base of the ankle, just about on the shin. Avoid the knee joint here and reach up the arms. As always, keep the breath in the belly. We're just here for a few moments. And then when you're ready, start to get ready to float through a warrior 3, pressing the palms together, extending that foot back, floating back into warrior 3, and then stepping the foot back into high lunge, again sinking into the hips and then coming into a twist. Twisting over the left foot or the left leg and gazing along that back arm. You can drop the knee if you need to, otherwise sweep up the arms. Exhale, fold over that front foot, come through a 3-legged or a regular chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, bend the knees or float over the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, let's come high up onto the toes, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Press the palms through heart center. Arms by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, sweep up the arms. Exhale, fold through heart center. Press the hands to the thighs. Exhale, jump back into a plank. Float through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes. Downward facing dog. Come high up onto the toes. Bend the knees. Look forward. Step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Press the palms through heart center. Arms by your side. Let's flow again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back, float through chaturanga. You should be feeling really, really warm now. Exhale, fold over the toes, downward facing dog. We're going to come into pigeon pose, so reach up the right leg and bring that right ankle towards the left wrist, sinking the hips down and sending that left foot behind you. Take a moment just to align the hips here. Make sure that there's no pressure in the knee, and then start to bring yourself down over that front leg. Winding down the class now. The hard work is done. So just relax here, close the eyes, breathe into the belly. Perhaps call to mind the intention you made at the beginning of the class. And just use this opportunity to connect with your breath. With your next inhale, gently and slowly start to peel yourself off that leg. We're going to roll onto the outside of the right glute and come into a side stretch. So we're taking the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Inhale, sweep up the arms, and then we're going to fold over that left leg, coming into a side bend. Taking the gaze either to the mat or underneath the lifted hand, whatever feels good for you. And then perhaps close down the eyes and just allow the body to sink into the pose. Start to tiptoe your way back up. Take the hands behind the body. And then just bring both of the soles of the feet together, coming into gentle butterfly. Pressing the soles of the feet together, encouraging the knees out, and then curling the back and bringing the head down towards the feet. As always, close down the eyes, connect with the breath, connect with the body. Start to bring yourself gently and slowly up. Reach out that right leg and connect the left sole of the foot to the inside of the right thigh, coming into that side bend on the other side. Sweep up the arms and then exhale, fold over that right leg. Reach up the left arm. Again, the gaze can be at the mat or underneath that lifted hand. Close the eyes, connect with the breath. Breathe fluidly and deeply through the nose only. And then slowly make your way back up. And then we'll roll into pigeon on the other side. So just adjusting yourself so you feel that really, really lovely stretch in the left glute. Aligning the hips and then tiptoeing the body all the way down over that front knee. As always, there should be no pain or pressure in that front knee. Be really, really mindful and gentle with yourself. Connect with the breath. If you can, connect the forehead to the mat and breathe deeply through the nose. You've just got a few more asanas before the end of the class. So just really allow yourself to turn inwards, tune into the breath, tune into the body. Start to tiptoe the hands back up underneath the body. Take a moment to slowly bring yourself out of the pose, rolling onto that left hip, and then just reach the legs in front of you, flexing out the toes. Come into a quick hamstring stretch, reach up the arms, and fold the body over the legs. Bend the knees as much as you need to, or make this a really passive stretch, rolling the back. And if you can, connecting the forehead to the legs. If you can't, no worries. I'm very tight in my hamstrings too, as you can probably see. Just allow the breath to move fluidly. And just remove any expectations of how you think you should look in the pose. Start to gently tiptoe yourself back up. Reach up the arms, and we're going to slowly and gently, vertebrae by vertebrae, bring ourselves down into lying on our backs. Just shift yourself to the middle of the mat if you're not there already. Rock out the feet from side to side, and then we'll come into a quick happy baby. So take the inside or the outside of the feet, open the feet out wide, and just allow the hips to sink. You can make this an active or a passive happy baby depending on how you're feeling. Maybe you want to kick out the feet, maybe you want to rock the body from side to side. Again, this is your practice, so just do whatever feels good for you today. And then with your next inhale, bring your feet down, press the soles of the feet together. Left hand comes to the heart, right hand to the belly, knees fold out. Supta Baddha Konasana, connect with the breath. Connect with that intention you made at the beginning of the class. Thank yourself for showing up today, even if it wasn't easy. Take these last few moments of silence to really appreciate your body for doing all the work today. Perhaps call to mind 3 things you feel grateful for today. And then gently release the legs down, move into your final Shavasana. As always, I'll be leaving you here today. Stay here as long as you need. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.